What's going on, guys? Welcome to our third battle report of the team tournament we went to last weekend.
Yeah.
So far, if you've been following the videos, we like the minimum you can score each round is 18, the maximum is 42. And so as a team, we got 38 first round.
38 and 18 second round.
Yeah, second round we got our shit handed to us. And we got 18 points, so we're trying to redeem our honor. So in this third matchup, we're facing up. So our high elves, vampires, and empire are facing orcs and goblins, sylvan elves, and
Ogres.
ogres. That's right. So going into this, when we're looking through the matchups, I wanted the ogres because they weren't that shooty. The ogres were green for me. They were basically combat oriented, but I didn't think the list looked that tough. It wasn't like any Death Star block I couldn't deal with. It was a lot of smaller units and like a lot of Tusker Cav that I have multiple wounds and stubborn against and such. And like the Rock and like Divination works great against like the unerring strike spell could kill Rocks outright and stuff like that. So I really wanted ogres. I really didn't want to face orcs, which was like a lot MSU, like a lot of nashers, like 4 bolt throwers.
It wasn't any orc in that. It was boar boys. That's the only orcs they have in the army.
Yeah.
The rest was goblins with shots.
Yeah, goblins with shots, and he has like a lot of mad gits and stuff. So don't work well against small elite infantry like me. So I really didn't want to face that, and I had the Sylvan Elves as a yellow matchup. Basically, it was a lot of shooting, but the way most Sylvan Elves build their list is like they focus on only MSU stuff. She had invested like 1,000 points in a Prince and Dragon that took away from the MSU style. Like the Dragon, I don't fear at all. So I saw it like a worse MSU Sylvan Elf list, so I think I could take that one too, but I would rather face the ogres. And what did you think about the matchups?
I think both the ogres and the Sylvan Elves wasn't looking too good for me, since the Sylvan Elves could avoid my army.
Yeah.
And the ogres, I would have some problem dealing with the Rocks and stuff like that. So we were thinking that my best bet is probably the orcs, since small arms fire, sure, it can kill me, but I can raise twice. So
Yeah, basically my best bet was the ogres, and Remy, that would end up Remy against Sylvan Elves, which is a bad matchup for him, but the way it was if David got orcs, it was either me against Sylvan Elves or me against ogres, and Remy took the other. And out of the one, let's say we give Remy the good matchup against ogres, then I get Sylvan Elves. I'm more likely to score big, so we would rather have me get the best matchup I can get.
Yep.
But the way the drafting worked was we didn't get exactly what we wanted. It was a bit good and bad. But so David, who did you face?
I got the orc and goblins.
So David got the matchup we wanted. That's great. And Remy got the ogres. So it's still a good matchup for him, but we would rather that I had it. And so I went up against you guessed it, Sylvan Elves. So it wasn't totally catastrophic. Like I still think I can pull out a win, absolutely. But I would have preferred the ogres. So going into this, we're saying like, okay, I should still go for big because by this time we're noticing, okay, my list is performing well, I'm doing well, so and like even if Remy could win, we shouldn't assume it.
Nope.
So it's safer. So I go for a big win, David go for the win, and
no, not really.
No?
No, the way we were looking up the Orc and Goblins player,
Yeah.
and he turned out to be a really good player.
Yeah, that's right.
He was placing within. Was he placing 5th in the Swedish Masters? Or
Not the master. The masters is only the best players, but in the national tournament.
all right, he placed 5th in the national tournament.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I was
remember
supposed to take a draw.
Yeah.
an even 10.
Like on the paper, we thought it was a good matchup for David, like we said. But since we knew he was a very good player, we said like, don't risk anything, just play safe. If you can, take the draw, and we'll be happy with it. So I'm going for big points here, like always. So basically, what happened? The deployment is front line.
Yeah.
Like classic deployment, and this is
No, not a classic. It's the deny, not the deny flank.
It's not in circle. That was run 4.
This was when you push the other team around.
Oh yeah. Counter thrust was it? Yeah,
counter
that's
thrust.
correct. Counter thrust deployment, and the objective was hold the center. So basically, the way it worked was, I think that I got to choose. Yeah, I got to choose the deployment side. They were both very similar, so they didn't matter that much. I went with this deployment because basically it had a forest. I wasn't too sure if I'm gonna use it, but I was like, if she gets this side, she's gonna use it to her advantage. So I'll take this forest from her. And her side had a water feature, which can be a hassle with the march block and everything. So I was like, you can have the water. So she gets to decide who deploys first, and since it's counter thrust, we only deploy 1 unit each time. And she noticed I had like 2 units less than her, so she said I'll deploy first because she really wanted first turn to try for it.
All right.
So she deployed first and dropped. This is not. Let's see if I have a better clearer picture. This should still be turn 1. Yeah, she dropped those war dancers that you can see in front of the water, pushing me back on the other side of the hill. I dropped the Reavers as close to them as possible from the side because I wanted to block her out of her forest that she placed. So it ended up adding up to like she can't deploy in half the forest. And the way the deployment phase here was really interesting because I was keen to still. This is a very shooty list. Maybe we should go over her list real fast. Do I have better pic? Yeah, okay, we can go over from here. So her list is an eagle, a prince and a dragon with giant sword, divine icon, 10 archers with black arrows, like 10 war dancers, 3 warhawks, 10 more archers, 10 more war dancers, 10 more archers, another eagle.
10 more archers, it looks like, in the back.
Yeah, they are scouting, but they are not deployed yet. She's gonna deploy them, but not over there.
Alright.
And then it's 10 more war dancers over there, and this is after movement. But yeah, that's okay. Let's back up. So that's her list. It's very shooty. It's like four units of shooting archers and 1 unit of scouts. But I was like, okay, so I should be able to. I could just bubble hard target and secure the objective, and try. I was a little unsure to what I wanted to do, but I know that my number 5 spell is great against her dragon, and my bolt thrower is also good against dragons. So of course I want to try to take it out with range if I can, because in close combat, if she plays it wrong, I can kill her with the white lions or my chariot, because since it flies and stuff, if she plays it right and deploys right, it's hard for me to secure those points. I might be able to keep it from killing stuff, but it's hard to chase it down. So when we went back and forth, basically what happened was she deployed some stuff here in the front line. I dropped like my Reavers, and then I actually dropped my white lions here, because I wanted to stay flexible because didn't know where she was going, so I didn't want to drop my prince or my knights, but I knew I was still going to want to hold the center, because that was the objective, and I was like, my mage will have the furthest reach in the center. Like, even if she deploys right or left, it's best to be in the center because then I can adjust after.
Yeah.
So I dropped down my white lion over here, and after that she deployed like her eagle to the right side of the building. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I dropped like my spearman unit. You see that one on the road? So I was like, okay, this spearman unit can go around the building if it needs to.
Okay.
Or it can stay in the middle if the fight is going down in the middle and I need scoring units. And then she dropped a unit of war dancers on the right side of the building. And I was like, fuck. Because we hadn't dropped too many drops. But I knew, like, if she wanted to by now, she could drop her entire army on the right side of the building. And my white lions is in the center. Basically, what that would add up to in my head was, I'm gonna win the game, I'm gonna get the objective, but I won't win big. Because, like, she will avoid the center, she will avoid me, and shoot what she can, and I would have a tough time grabbing points. So I was like, fuck, I really, really don't want her to keep deploying over there. So by now she had placed 2 units there. So what I did was, I placed, you can see the far end of one of my bolt throwers in the bottom picture.
Yeah.
I placed both of my bolt throwers here in the right, like at the table edge to the right. Basically, it's a terrible place for them if she plays like in the middle, because the building is blocking them and everything. But I just dropped them there to scare her from dropping.
Scare here.
What?
Scare. Voila! Now we now can say scare her. God damn.
Thank you. Scare her. I can't talk. Make her afraid of dropping more stuff here, especially the dragon. Because, like, if she's smart, she knows, like, if she just drops a couple of archer units, she can take those bolt throwers pretty fast.
Yep.
But she didn't want to risk her dragon, so she placed her dragon all the way to the left side of the river. And I was like, fucking A, my plan worked. So she stopped deploying to the right of the building and started deploying back in the center again. I was like, whew, I dodged the building. And when she dropped her dragon, I was trying to keep a straight face. But I could see right away, because when I deployed, I measured, like, if I march up in my first turn, I can reach the hill. So I can see the entire battlefield, and I got a 24-inch range on my spells.
Oh.
So when she dropped her dragon there, I saw, okay, I'm gonna be able to march up and cast that spell number 1, like in turn 1. So I was like, okay, great. So after that, I calmed down. I had to drop another unit of spearmen to the right of the building when she was about to drop there. But then I started deploying towards the center again. So that was a long rant about the deployment phase, but that it turned out to matter
quite a lot. So
yeah,
that's okay.
So yeah, this is her side. So I ended up winning first turn. I had +1, and I won first turn.
Did you have +1?
Yes, I would have +2 if I went first, but she went first, so I had +1.
Oh, okay.
So I move up with my battle line. So I march up 10 inches with my lions. The general and the knights move up, just keeping the same pace. The spearman also moves up. I'm keeping the chaff in the back because I know they are just 3 points. For a shooter army like her, it's like it's just 3 points.
Yeah, you can't chaff that much either. So
yeah, they won't be doing much chaffing over here. My other unit of Reavers stays in the woods, and my spearmans, my other unit of spearmans turn to the center because they're seeing now they won't be needed, probably in the right side of the building. And lo and behold, turn 1, I try to draw out her dice with bubble distracting, So basically, if I get it through, she will have. I'm in her threat range with all of her shooting, but she won't do much damage. I think she actually. I don't remember if she let it go, and I just still had more dice than her, or if she tried to stop it. But it ended up. I had dice to cast a strong version of the number 5 spell, and she didn't manage to dispel it. The strong version on the dragon, and I kill it dead.
Turn 1.
Turn 1.
God damn, that can't be easy for her.
No.
She haven't even moved that thing.
She hasn't even moved it. So I was like, I immediately looked it up because I wanted to know if I needed to push more or if I could just hang back by now. It was 900 points plus 200 because it was the general. And basically that was my turn 1. I did some. I tried to kill her bolt thrower, her eagle, here with my bolt throwers, but I didn't. I took a few wounds of it. And in her turn 1, what's this picture of? Yeah, this is my bolt thrower shooting. Yep. Okay, so this is my turn 2 after movement. So in her turn 1, she. Oh, you know what? Yeah, she focused fire everything she had on the unit of spearmen next to the building. Yeah, because I got the distracting spell through the bubble one, so she let it off.
Alright.
But it didn't reach the spearmen. So right now my white lions, my knights, my prince are all her targets. So in her turn 1, she focused fired my spearmen, and she got them to. You see, it's only 11 guys left, and she didn't do much else. She repositioned her line. You see, they're all in a straight line now, as far back as possible. And you know, she's trying to do like a big circle around me. And so in my turn 2, I take the unit of spearmen that she's focus firing, turn them around and move them back, because basically if she keeps shooting at them, she's gonna take those points. So I want to conserve them, and I move my other unit of spearmen to take their place.
All right.
And I also move up my shaft here because his eagle only has 1 wound left. And I'm trying to ping them off, and basically, if she can have those points if she's not shooting at anything else, because now I'm really close to her. Like I got charges in my next turn.
All right.
So I'm just happy if she shoots away the Reavers. So I move up with everything. In magic, I only try to get through distracting. I think I get it. I think so, but I'm not sure. So in her turn 3, yeah, these small pictures.
Looks like a fire.
Looks like a fire.
And
This was okay. This was really few pictures, so I'll just go over what's happened. So
take a better picture, right?
No, but here I have. Let's see. I'm not standing over here. I'm standing over here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can have
So,
that picture.
so I have moved up, and after this, she shoots everything she has at my knights, which is they are in the forest and they have hard target, but she still managed to kill I think 5 of them, so I have 4 left.
What?
Yes.
Good focus fire.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's basically all she does, because she don't have any magic and we're not in close combat. So in my turn 3, basically I declare my knights charge the unit, the archer unit right in front of them. My prince charge the unit in the middle, and my lions charge the archer unit to the left.
All right.
And basically, I think it's an easy charge for my knights. It's an 8 on swift stride for my prince, and it's an 8 without swift stride for my lions. So I'm probably gonna make 2 of them, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But even if I fail with my lions, I don't really care. I will charge again next turn. I'm still like, I don't need to make all 3 to win, but it would be nice. And I didn't have any more pictures. I make all 3 of them, and of course she stands and shoots. She killed like another knight, some of the white lions. I lose like a wound on my chariot to the dangerous terrain. Basically, from here, I cleared those three. After that, it's her. She's trying to run around with what she has left and trying to avoid me. I'm catching what I can and securing the objective. She did some misplays here that I don't have. Basically, she was a little bit bitter after like that turn 1,
Yeah,
and
I
she
get that.
and she saw this game was going downhill, so I didn't want to like take too many pictures and
No.
rub it in. I just wanted to mop this up.
As
It was gonna
quickly
be
as efficiently as possible.
it was gonna be bloody. I didn't want any evidence on the crime scene.
Jesus.
Yeah, because she did some misplays, like from here, my general managed to kill. Imagine, like I have like 3 more turns with my general after I charge. I managed to kill her archer unit with the BSB. It's the one to the right with the flag.
Okay.
I managed to kill a unit of war dancer too, also with my general. So she wasn't careful when I like from combat I reformed and I charged and overrun into the next unit, and she was like not keeping track of things.
All right.
My knight, she got him down to only 2 knights left, and they ran and hide, so she got half points for the knights.
Okay.
But when everything was said and done, I killed. Now we can take like so we see everything. I killed everything in her list except this unit of war dancers that you see here, and yeah, everything else. And she killed. She got half points for my knight unit and a unit of Reavers, I think.
So 20-0, I guess.
Yes, it was a big 20-0. Yeah.
Beginning strong.
Yeah, it's going really well for me so far. These 3 games. And how did it go you against the orcs and goblins?
Well, as we said, we knew he was a tough opponent. So my plan for the battles was just to bunker up at the start. Let's keep myself in a bunker, and from turn 4, I would move up to the objective, and according to my plans, I would still have my units left, so we would contest for the objective. I might have won the objective, and I could probably take a draw, might even have a small win or a small loss.
Yep.
So the game went according to plan. I did some shenanigans with my zombies against his what are they called? Like goblins riding on big red blobs that moves like fanatics.
Natural wrecking teams.
Yeah, exactly. I summoned zombies and went through them, so they didn't take any wounds on me and yada yada.
That was a good move, wasn't it? Like you summoned them and then you moved them with Dance Macabre.
Yeah, I summoned the zombies and I moved them with Dance Macabre. And this is a funny story actually. Since the Dance Macabre spells says that they are thorough during the move, I was asking him if I get a ward save against the damage. He did, but the judge declared that it was a loophole in the rules, so I didn't. But
David with them loopholes.
yeah, but either way, 2 of the zombies survived, and I managed to shaft a giant with it, which helped a lot.
That's great.
But in the end, we contested for the objective, and if I would have just 1 more skeleton left, 1 more, I would have won the game with 12 points. But since he killed the skeleton, I think it was with his last bolt throw, I think. So if that would have missed, I would have won by 12-8. He got the skeleton, so he won the objective with 1 unit. So I lost with 11-9. But still, I'm really glad about the results. I was thinking, I was preparing for worse, actually.
Yeah. During the game, like around turn 3, when we were all talking, like trying to figure out what we needed, you thought you were gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
It was looking good for me, but bad for you and Remy.
Yeah.
So that you managed to pull out 9 points, almost 12 or what it was.
Yeah,
That was
12.
that was I thought it was great. He was a good player too.
Yeah, he was. And Remy's game, he lost. He got
Yeah,
0 points.
Remy was facing ogres. Yeah, Remy got the good matchup,
Yeah, we thought
we thought, but he got
0 points.
0 points.
But the thing is, in Remy's defense, that guy he faced
Was
didn't-
good.
I
Yeah.
think he 20-0 nearly every
Yeah.
game tournament.
Yeah, the guy he faced went like out of 5 games, he got 99 points. So he got 420s and 119.
So wasn't
Uh,
looking too good for him.
So he was probably a really good player. Yeah, so we don't know the details of Remy's game. Or don't remember. We talked about it, but I don't remember. Except that it was 0 points. So as a team, we got 29, which is decent. It's like if you average, like and draw every game, it's 30. Minimum 18, maximum 42. So
29 is okay.
it's basically an average roll, and we have had 1 winning round, 1 losing round, and 1 average. So we're basically thinking we're in the middle of the pack, and we're in a good place, and just need to go hard the next day, the last 2 rounds. So far we're pretty satisfied with our result, I would say.
Yeah.
Also, this is like the first time we're doing a team tournament, and we all thought it was really fun. We had really good time during the game.
Team tournaments, in my opinion, is more fun than singles.
Oh, way more fun, I think, because like when you're winning and losing, it doesn't really matter as much, because like you might be losing, but you're going down as a team, you know, or like you try to save each other, or and you know, if you get a bad matchup, you don't really need to feel that bad about losing. And
Exactly.
you know, it's fun. It's really fun, and meeting 3 other players. And this team also, we managed. I at least the ogre player that played really well.
Mm-hmm.
I kept in touch with him during the tournament. Like they were giving me compliments on my list, and you know, they all were real gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good players, good opponents. So next turn is round 4. I'll see you there.